Hi Sagittarius, it's time to talk about love. So, it's going to be a general and collective reading about love for the month of October. And it's not going to resonate with every Sagittarius out there because not every Sagittarius is going through the same thing at the same time. If it does not resonate with you, check out your moon and rising signs. If you're still not finding what you're looking for, there's so many gifted tarot readers out there. And you know, the truth is just ask God, because if you have an answer, God, guides, angels, whoever it is that you talk to, they want you to have the answer if you have a question. So, and they may guide you to another reader, they may guide you to a song, they may guide you to a book. Right now we're going to dig right into it. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, we thank you so much for love. And we thank you for Sagittarius. We thank you that you give us clear and concise messages, that you give us clarification, confirmation, and validation, and that you bless us with love, light, and prosperity. Right now, we want to look and see what are the major energies that Sagittarius will be navigating as they travel through the month of October as it relates to love, romantic love. We thank you again for clear and concise messages, clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see. We have disruption. We have passion ignited. And we have temptation. Okay, don't get all freaked out with those cards because Spirit sometimes has a sense of humor whenever they're ready to talk to us about something. Okay, God, guides. Oh, listen, if you are new to my channel, I will be 2 months old. My channel will be 2 months old in a couple days. At the end of every message, I do a PS. Sometimes it confirms what's on the table. Sometimes there's another little added message to go along with it. And, just a little extra something. In any event, it's always fun. Right now, we're going to get clarification. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, we thank you. I can't take it because I'm not done praying. We thank you for the energies laid out on the table, and we thank you that you clarify for us what all this means. So right now, we're looking for clarification for disruption. What is that about when it relates to love? What about passion ignited? And definitely, what about temptation? Show us what these energies mean and how they relate to love in the life of Sagittarius for the month of October. Okay, so with disruption, we're getting 3 of Earth and 6 of Air. With passion ignited, we're getting Queen of Air and we're getting 5 of Air. And with temptation, we're getting 9 of Earth and we're getting Messenger of Air. Okay, so there's a whole lot of mental stuff going on here, Sagittarius. It looks like you're all up in your head. Okay? With the disruption card. This is the same in the traditional tarot as the Tower. Okay, a tower doesn't mean something horrible is about to befall you. It just means that something has happened that you are going to dig deep, reach out to God, to guides, the angels, whoever it is that you deal with, or perhaps it's going to just cause an epiphany in that it turns around the way that you think about things, right? This disruption for this guy in this card is he almost feels bound, like the 8 of Swords is, trapped but not really trapped, and it's like he doesn't know which way to go, right? But look at this. This is what I love about this card. He's surrounded in that glow, that golden glow. That tells me that whatever's going on, it is God, our guides, our angels, our archangels. It is our team on the other side moving us into something that is more in line with our highest good. Whether it's a new relationship, whether it's repairing an old relationship, whatever it is, there's some kind of new revelation you're going to have about the situation, okay? 3 of Earth. This is about passionate collaborations, right? And I just heard polygamous relationship. You know, there are people out there who are in relationships where it's just more than two people, right? So that could absolutely be a group of people that I'm speaking to where there's three people involved in a relationship, and that there is an understanding, some kind of understanding where this relationship has started, is headed, or has been. Okay, if that's you, this is talking to you too. If it's not you, and this is just a regular monogamous one-on-one relationship, this is about a passionate deal that you're walking into, that you're understanding. It's like it's shaking you up a little bit because you weren't going there. It could be a lot of different things, but this is the deal. It is moving you towards smoother water. Whether you're accepting a new way of thinking about relationships, whether you're accepting a new way of thinking about yourself within relationships, whatever it is, it's not, just give me a minute here. It's not in line with what you've always known. It's like you're reaching out of your comfort zone. You're reaching out of what you've always believed to be true. And you feel like you have people watching you, but you're going to find your own truth within there. And you're going to make some kind of peace with yourself that moves you into smoother waters. And the air is all about mental things, the things we think about. So you are going to make peace with this. Again, however it resonates in your life, it looks like you're moving into a place of peace, right? So then you get passion ignited. Passion ignited in this deck is the same as the Magician. It's the one. It's the creator, right? So something within you has been created, a desire. I'm sorry, this is not the Magician card. This is like the Ace of Wands, So it's like but it is a one in creation, like it creates the same way that the Magician does. But it's like it's coming up within you, and you're inspired to go forward. You're inspired to allow yourself to explore whatever this is, whether it is a different kind of relationship where there's more than just two people, whether it's a same-sex relationship, whether it's just a whole new relationship with just two people, heterosexual, whatever your traditional stuff is, where you had closed yourself off and now you're ready to move forward with it. Okay, so but this passion has definitely been ignited within you. So you get the Queen of Air. So it could be an air sign that you're dealing with, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or it could be that they embody the qualities of the air signs, okay? Or it could be you deciding to embody the quality of the air signs where you rely on your own wisdom. See that wisdom sitting on her shoulder? You rely on your own wisdom. You make a mental decision to be okay with the decisions that you make, to be okay with what you decide is right for your life. You make, and you do it gracefully. You don't fight against people. You don't tell them they're wrong, they need to grow up, they need to whatever, blah, blah, blah. But instead, you embrace the qualities of this queen. And this queen is very graceful. You notice how I just sat up straighter. This queen is very graceful. She's very poised. And because she's the queen of air, this tells me that she just cuts through the bull crap. She doesn't take the fluff. She doesn't take the nobody can blow smoke up her butt. Nobody can coerce her into believing something that she doesn't want to believe. Stuff like that. She's very, very confident. And she doesn't necessarily get caught up in emotions. Like whenever there's stuff, she's very emotionally intelligent. Whenever there's stuff going around out there on the outside of her, she doesn't get involved in all that. She won't allow herself to get involved in all that. She's made a decision that she knows what she wants. She's decided what she wants, and this is not gender specific, and that's what she's going to do. And she's going to be okay with it, right? So on the surface, she appears to be aloof, not caring, not thinking about what other people think, which is right. But on the inside, this air quality person, this person who, if it's you embodying those qualities, or if it's somebody that you're dealing with in a relationship, even though they come off that way on the inside, they're very, very loving. They're very accepting. They're very tolerant. They're very, very caring and compassionate. Very caring and compassionate person. So that decision, when that passion was ignited in you to explore this new relationship, and you finally made the decision in your head, you lined up your heart with your head, right? You were able to make peace with all these other mental conflicts and possibly even other people's opinions of what you should do with your life. And Sagittarius, you've been able to make peace with all of it. Look, all of those swords, because in the traditional tarot, this is the same as the Five of Swords, right? So, and it's everybody's fighting with each other, and somebody feels defeated, and it's like, it's just conflict. So, but you've made peace with all of that. You said, I'm not going to be a victim. You said, I'm not going to be manipulated. I am not going to be abusive. I am not going to turn on to other people what they have given to me. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to make peace with who I am and what I have understood and decided for myself. And I'm rising above all of the conflict, all of the feelings of being defeated, all of that stuff. No more. No more in my life. So, now you have temptation. Okay. So this is telling me, I really feel like I'm speaking to a group of people who are in a very untraditional type relationship from the very beginning. So this is telling me that temptation is about earthly attachments. It's about self-sabotaging thoughts. It's about doing things against our true nature to be able to please other people. It's about addictions. It's about all those types of things. So this is an energy that you're going to be dealing with, where you're going to feel like, in spite of this other stuff going on, you're going to feel like sometimes like you, or perhaps people are going to try to make you feel like you're going against the grain. This isn't how you were raised. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. Trying to tell you how to live your life. And this is also, people talk about sexual addictions, and they're going to say, it's not all about sex. You can't live your life about sex. There's more blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you've heard it already. If you're resonating with this, you know what I'm talking about, right? But look, this is the Nine of earth, which is the same as the 9 of Pentacles. So in the traditional tarot, the 9 of Pentacles is an independent woman, right, standing in a field, and there's a bird talking to her. Now, this is not gender specific, but there's a bird sitting on her hand or sitting on her shoulder talking to her. It just means that she's got so much peace with who she is and where she is, right? She doesn't allow herself to be concerned with everybody else's contribution about what she should do with her life. What I love about this card is, and I know this is not a money reading, this is about love. So every card I get, I read it in a way that it relates to love. Whenever I ask God about love, I know that's what He's answering me about. So she has decided that she is going to put her blinders on and focus on what she wants, right? She's also going to see things differently than other people see them, and that's going to be okay with her. And she is prosperous. So when it comes to love, she doesn't have to have somebody, girl or guy, she doesn't need a partner to come in and rescue her financially. Or he doesn't need a partner to pay his bills so that he can do whatever. You know, this is an independent person. So Sagittarius, I'm talking to a very independent group, okay? And you're deciding to continue to allow yourself to see things through a different lens. A lens that might be different than anything you were ever taught growing up. And you become the messenger of air. Now, the messenger of air, or you embody some of the qualities of the messenger of air. The messenger of air talks about dogmatic ideas, and they talk about real stringent rules and stuff like that. But because of the way these cards are laid out, I feel like you are going to absolutely talk about those things, but in a way that helps people understand how binding they can be. And not only that, how dogma isn't necessarily the same at all as love and allowing people to live their lives. I feel like this love reading for you is going to be more than just about finding love and having peace in your life where love is concerned. I feel like it's going to be it's in some way going to become a message, not one that you throw on other people, not one that you go out and say, this is the way it is and you need to accept it or not in that way at all, because that's not loving either, but where you can rise above the dogma and live your life in a way that becomes an example. That it becomes an example, and that you say, you know, maybe my way's not the right way for you, but it's another way, and it's the way that makes me happy. Maybe your way's not the right way for me, but I respect your way, and that's okay. You know, to take the dogma out of any conversation as the messenger of air, because what you're doing is you're going against the traditional ideas about what a relationship should or should not be. Okay. Again, this could be a polyamorous situation. It could be a same-sex marriage, or it could be different religions. It could be two people that are heterosexual, but people just don't think you go together for whatever reason. It's something is different about this relationship that goes against the grain of how you were raised traditionally. So whatever it is, you continue to do you, and you continue to let this light that has brought you to this place where you moved past this disruption in your own life, you continue to allow that light to be your compass, because that light is true love, and that light is unconditional love, and that's what we're here for. That's me. That's my ideas about it. Okay, so Sagittarius, very interesting, very deep. I hope that I presented it the way that I was feeling it. We're going to do the PS now and see what else they have to say. If you're new here, well, first I want to say to Sagittarius, thank you so much. You guys rock. I mean, I'm telling you, y'all are so supportive in every way. Likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I just cannot tell you how thankful I am for your support of this channel and of me as a reader. If you're not currently a subscriber and this resonated with you, please do subscribe and hit the little bell notification, because that tells YouTube that this content is relevant to you. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for this message. Thank you for Sagittarius and for their love and support. And thank you for helping us to all understand that we're all individuals who have the right to live our lives in a manner that we see fit for us. I'd ask you now for I'm looking now for the PS. Show us the PS as it relates to this reading, or a whole new message. Whatever you want to say, show us the PS. So we're getting the 6 of Pentacles. So because she's got the scale there, see the scale is it's level. So this is about equal give and take. And it's funny that there's 3 people here. And that was one of the first things that I heard whenever I picked up that card, was that, you know, it could be about a polyamorous relationship, and that's great. But it also could be about all those other alternative type relationships that people are uncomfortable with. This shows you as somebody who is comes to a place where you're willing to listen to whatever they have to say, but then you're also absolutely going to say your piece too. You're not going to cower. You're not going to let them make you feel less than. You're going to say your piece in a very respectful and loving way, in a generous way that allows them to be who they are, and at the same time allows you to be who you are. Okay, so the Page of Swords, this is your truth. This is your truth, and you're going to stand up for yourself. You're not going to let somebody come bully you into thinking something else, Sagittarius. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And you've got the King of Pentacles. So you're very resourceful. This is an earth sign. And perhaps, you know, somebody in this mix of people can be an earth sign. But I feel like they're saying this is who you are. You're somebody who can take an idea and bring it into reality. And with this relationship, I feel like there's something going to happen where you're going to take an idea to educate people, to help them understand alternative relationships or whatever. And you're going to bring it into reality. You're a visionary. You're going to be able to lead and help other people who might be struggling with alternative relationships, help them to see it in a way that is more loving, more understanding, more loving of themselves, and more understanding. And you're a forerunner. That's what this is telling me. You're a forerunner. You're a light bearer, and you're going to go do this. And you're going to do it with the loving support of your partner or partners. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope that I was able to put this message out in the manner that I received it. I hope that you understood it the way I received it. And until next time, go out and have a super duper day. Bye.